Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. See, I dreamt this tier list and I dreamt it going well. And if you haven't read the things at the side, you may be wondering, tier list? What is this tier list about? Well, good question. Which male Toons are femboys? Why this specifically? Well, I don't know. I have quite the mind. Now, before I jump into this, I'm going to be putting two Toons on the tier list of rep, and that is Gordy and Pebble. Now, while the definition of femboy isn't necessarily sexual, the term is very widely used in a sexual manner, so I am not comfortable with rating a child and a dog in any of these tier lists. It doesn't feel right. And it's just overall weird in general. Considering this, they will be staying here. I will not make any further comments about them, but they are not being rated at all. Let's begin the video, because you guys need to hear what I have to say about this, because it truly is amazing. Starting with Astro, which I think he's a femboy, but he keeps it secret. Why? He just doesn't have the confidence, okay? He's a very shy guy. Despite being a main Toon, he's quite quiet. And you know, I think he's going to get his reputation tarnished if any of the other Toons find out that he dresses up very femininely, like with skirts and stuff, so he just keeps it on the down low. Next, Blot. He's not a femboy. Now, you may be wondering, why are you saying this? Because he is quite twinky, is he not? That I say, yes, he is, but that doesn't necessarily mean he is a femboy. Moving on, Boxton. He's outwardly a femboy, but he's not crazy about it. He's not insane. He does it casually. He's normal about it, okay? He doesn't, you know, brag about it. He doesn't go out all out with it. He's just does it. Now next, Cosmo. Very obviously a femboy. And here, I'll tell you why. Have you seen this man? He's straight up wearing freaking thigh-high socks. Even in his, like, one of his posters, you could see that they aren't even, like, pants or anything. They're literally just socks. And that is the most femboy thing you could ever do. So, my point stands. This guy is a femboy. And you know what? I think he's proud about it. Because he wouldn't be. And I think you should be proud of who you are, despite what you do in your spare time. Moving on, Jandy. Also a femboy. Why? Because he's got all these colours around, and if you don't know, the rainbow is associated with being queer. And femboys are quite there. So is Dandy. But that's not the point here. Because I can't claim that being rainbow means that you are a femboy, because Dial hates femboys. Okay, he's very opposite to Dandy. He doesn't associate with these, femboys. So he doesn't. He actually, I think he bullies Dandy on the often for his kind of lifestyle, which I don't support. This is the front people being out. Okay, forever, of course. I support very not a style, but right when you can, I know. Next up is Eggson. Now, here's the kicker, right? He used to be a femboy, okay? He was like prime femboy. He was culture, right? He was the limit. He was poster boy femboy. And he was like the criteria, okay? But he got old. And you know what? Not every fem can boy when they get older. Because they turn into femboy, from femboy to old man. Too many syllables. You can't have an old man femboy, can you? It's like he had to retire from that role. And he doesn't tell anyone about it, because that was his younger days, you know? That was quite the day to remember. Finn, not a femboy. And I'll tell you why. He would like joke about it often. Maybe say he's like a femboy for a bit, but he never really is. You know, I think he sometimes bullies them, but whatever floats his boat. TLDR, he's not a femboy. Flight, however, extreme femboy. Okay, listen. He's pastel blue, he's pink. The colours are there. Okay, that's quite literally just femboy colours, and I think he's flamboyant about it. You know, I don't think he like shuts up about it. Which, do whatever you want, Flight, but I think you need to be quiet for like 2 minutes. I don't support bullying. Not shifting tone here, Glisten is also an extreme fanboy. Just look at this dude. He's got the hair, he's got the bow, he's got the blush, he's got the walk, he's got the sass, he like shakes that little butt when he walks. Even in his idol, you know. Well, he's got it on. He's like the new poster boy femboy. If you thought Eggson was the poster boy, this is Glisten is now. Everyone in Garden View Center looks at Glisten, they go, wow, femboy. There's my proof. If you just look at this guy, he's got them like leg warmers too, like damn. Moving on, femboy, femboy but not crazy about it. Actually, you know what, I think he is just a femboy. Because he can make like her and him for himself, like he's got them dangly arms. He could be like the dangly armed femboy, you know, like he could really have a reputation for that. I think that's really unique. Louis, also a femboy, like he's a circus performer. By default, he just dresses like that. You know, they be wearing like some tight leotards, you know, and like, I don't even think he has to try because that's just basically his job. Moving on. Razzle and Dazzle, now this one's a hard one because I think Razzle is a femboy, okay, but Dazzle hates femboys, so they're going to be in keep secret because Razzle is like proud femboy, he'll dress there like body up, but Dazzle's like, dude, if you don't stop, I'm going to knock your hair off your neck. So, they just keep it secret. For Dazzle's sake, even though Razzle doesn't want to. Moving on, Roger. Not a fanboy. I know he probably would, but he's got too much detective work to worry about, so he doesn't do that. Rudy? Yeah. Extreme fanboy. He's at all the parades, he's on all them social medias. He is the festive femboy. That's his name, okay? He's made a name for himself. He's branded himself. He is Christmas feminine boy. That's who he is. And he struts some pride too. Quite fitting for Rudy, because he's got that walk, he's got that jingle. He does make a jingle. Okay. Moving on. Trimbo hates femboys. What doesn't this guy hate? Well, I know he's kind of got the outfit going on, but he sort of just rejects this idea of himself whatsoever. Sylvester, not a femboy. Now, let me explain why. He's not a femboy because he loves femboys. Now, I think him and Cosmo, they have like something going on. You know, like, I think Sylvester and Cosmo are in a relationship. And like, I think Sylvester's like subscribed to a lot of femboys. I like follows them. Maybe he even has one of it as his like fame background. Like, this dude really is like, his special interest is femboys. And I think that's really unique, you know. The neurodiversity, this is quite the diverse cast here, and Sylvester's the reason why that is. Last, but definitely not least, Sprout hates femboys. I'm not going to properly rate him because I don't like him, so he's just going to hate. Thank you everybody for watching. Me make a tier list on which Toons are the femboys. I appreciate the support. We got 17 views, 1 subscriber and 1 like on the last video. That is a milestone if I have to make it one. Thank you very much for the support. I don't know why you're supporting me, I don't know why you're subscribing, but it truly impresses me that you people will watch anything if you put your mind to it. So thank you for the support. There will be more videos, unfortunately. Stay tuned, love yourself.